What is up, everybody? Christian Ballard Sports Media. I understand. It's late. Ballard, what the hell are you doing up? I had to work tonight. Busy day, busy and long day. But don't think I don't know what the hell happened in the AFC, in the NFC championships. I freaking called it. Now, I might have been off on my scores, but did I not say the Bengals would upset the Chiefs? And the Rams can get the Niners. Did I not say it? I did. Well, folks, that's what we got for Super Bowl 56. I'll drop the link. I'll get you guys on. I don't know who all's up. Y'all probably are. I'll check the comments here in a minute. I kind of threw this together last minute for y'all. So let me make these banners because I do want to personally go over these games, recap them and everything. And I'll drop the link and we'll get y'all on. I love y'all. I mean it. And yeah, whew, what a day, man! What a day for football. Let me check the comments. What's up? What's up, James Lill? What the hell? I'm glad I made picks. Bengals plus 14. This showed me the NFL is a stop. I don't. Nobody's coming on here with the NFL is rigged BS. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. It's not rigged. KC choke. See, there you go. There you go. That makes more sense, James. KC choked. 49ers choked too. 3-point game on both sides. 3-point game. Both sides. This was incredible. But it is set. We have it. Now we get the Pro Bowl next week, though. I'm not sure who all's on the teams. I don't know, but I'll have to look. But again, my big time Super Bowl preview and prediction coming out very, very soon. I promise. We'll get it out within the next week and a half or so because I think we got 2 weeks. So these teams get 2 weeks to prepare. Let me share here. 5:30 Central. It's my time right there. Oh, they already got the matchup predictor set, and they already got a spread out. 4 points, Rams. Gosh, they put that out quick. It ain't been 5 hours. I don't think. Anyway, they put that crap out quick. The over-under is right at 50. The spread is 4. Matt Stafford and the Rams favored. Damn. All right. There you go. -4. Yeah. Casey had a chance before half to go up. Why not take the field goal? I would agree with that. And speaking of, I will get to those games here just real quick. But, dude, Super Bowl 56 is set. I'm excited for it. We're going to be talking all about it leading up to it and what's at stake. You have what's so great is both these teams have droughts. Both of these teams, I mean, the Rams had a chance 3 years ago against the Patriots. They lost 13-3 in Super Bowl 53, right? So, and the Bengals, how do I put? They've had 52 seasons in the NFL, right? And I don't think that they have had. Let me see. One, 2, 0-2 we talked about this the other day. The Bengals are 0-2 in Super Bowls, right? They are 0-2, both against the Niners, by the way. Because I remember talking about that because, um, it was the other day we were looking at it, and I'm like, what are the droughts for these teams? And especially for the Bengals, because the Bengals just kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, I thought they could be something like this in a few years with Burrow, but this fast, holy cow, it's crazy. And then I'm looking real quick. By the way, let's see, list of LA Rams seasons. Okay. They used to be the Cleveland Rams. What? Then they were the LA Rams, St. Louis, and then back to LA. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5, 6. 1-6, 2-6, 2-6 in Super Bowls. Now, and that dates back all the way to 1945 when they won their first one, the Rams. But it was, of course, called the World Championship. It wasn't necessarily called the Super Bowl, but still. Anyway, I'm excited for this one. But anyway, it is kind of late. I do want to make this quick. Let's go ahead and get in and recap these games real quick. I'll start with the Rams and 49ers. So the first team moving on, even though it was the later game, the Rams going to the Super Bowl, taking care of Garoppolo. I think both of these teams, I could get the Rams. I'm honestly a bit surprised the 49ers bounced back the way that they did. They drafted pretty well, though. Garoppolo had a good run, got his team in good position. But overall, you look at this game, 20-17. A 3-point win here. It was also a 3-point win for the Bengals over KC. We'll get to that in a second. But a game-sealing interception here to basically seal the game and get it done. You look at the end of the game here. Matt Stafford goes out with 1:09. Just kind of took it down all the way. The Niners ran out of timeouts, so there was nothing they could do. But of course, Aaron Donald put pressure. Howard got the pick. Overall, when I look at this, I'm excited for the Super Bowl. But what was it? Did the Rams do good? Like, was it good enough for the Rams or was it not enough by the Niners? Like, I love that question. Did a team lose the game? Did they give it away? Did they not do something right that caused them to lose? Or did a team just outplay them? Well, the Rams defense definitely shut down Garoppolo in that fourth quarter. Garoppolo, 16 of 30, 232 yards, not too bad. 2 touchdowns, not bad. The pick literally was right there at the end. Matt Stafford had a pick. He was 31 of 45 for 337 yards and 2 touchdowns. Cam Akers ran the ball pretty well right there. 13 carries for 48. Overall, this was a great defensive game, like I expected. I'll have to go back and look what I predicted, but I think it was something around this, like a 20-17 or whatever. I didn't expect too many points, I don't think. Overall, you see here, Jaquiski Tart drops potential INT in the fourth quarter. Overall in this game, the Niners, and not even just because of the score, it wasn't just, of course they had a chance because it was only a 3-point loss. No, they had a hard time getting off the field on third down at times against Matthew Stafford. Or they had plays right there in their hands where they could have picked them off or could have made a stop. They had some holding calls. They had some penalties. They had all these altercations, these just fatal flaws that cost them. You look at this matchup again, first downs. This is what won the game for LA outside of that pick. They had more plays offensively. They had more time of possession. It was all Matt Stafford. 25 first downs to San Francisco's 16. They were 11 of 18 on third down. They tried a fourth down at one point, couldn't get it. They had 76 plays of offense compared to 50 for the Niners. That's a 26 play difference. They had more yards. They each had 9 drives. Passing, they had more yards at 326. And again, both teams threw a pick. Matt Stafford took 2 sacks, lost 11 yards. They ran the ball better, right? They made 2 trips to the red zone. 6, I'm sorry, but they were able to score or get in on 2. Each had a turnover. Again, no fumbles in this game. But again, I like looking at the overall game stats here. This is what won the game. Obviously, they had better defense, but even the offense was pretty good. I mean, it's like the scoreboard is like it's a little worse on paper, but I mean, each team had a turnover. Okay, they're tied at 1 apiece in turnovers, but 25-16 in the first down column here. The Rams up on top. 35 minutes, 39 seconds. Basically, they held on to the ball more. They were able to extend drives, make big explosive plays downfield, control the clock, tempo, everything like that. The late interception, again, I mentioned there at the end of the game practically sealed it. The Niners had a chance. They didn't even have enough. I mean, they had less yards than the Rams too. So, I mean, all of this right here shows just how good. It practically wasn't even close in how the offenses performed outside of the scoreboard. I mean, there was just a little bit more explosiveness for the Rams than there was the 49ers, which doesn't surprise me. I mean, I honestly, in a way, I kind of thought they were evenly matched going in. They had the receivers, they had running backs, they had quarterbacks that could play. But I think ultimately you kind of saw that, man, Matthew Stafford is a baller, and it ain't even close. Jimmy G is not anywhere near Matthew Stafford in his category. But again, I'll make this quick, and we'll get and look at Cincinnati and KC. But overall, the 49ers, who looked to kind of find redemption after losing 2 years ago to the Chiefs in Super Bowl 54, which I would say probably is the coolest Super Bowl I've seen in a while because, I mean, Pat Mahomes and the comeback he had. But they were looking to get back, not necessarily get revenge, although it would have been cool. The Rams, they get some redemption too because both of these teams right here, last time they were in a Super Bowl, we're going back 2 years, 3 years, right? They lost. Both of them looking for redemption. Well, now the Rams are in there, and they're going to play the Bengals, and it's going to be awesome. And I think it's also going to be very historic considering both of those two teams have great droughts. But again, in the NFC title, 20-17, the Rams up over the 49ers. Great defensive game and overall better quarterback play by Matthew Stafford, Cam Akers, and company. A little bit by Sonny Michel, too, on the offense. The Rams getting it taken care of in LA. Going and staying in LA, by the way, for Super Bowl 56. All right. One more real quick for you. And then, again, I thought I'd drop the link. I can go ahead and drop the link. But, again, I'm kind of previewing these on my own, and then we'll get you on. But It's up to y'all. This will load. So we looked at the Rams and 49ers. Now we're looking the Bengals and the Chiefs, 27-20. What a win for Joe Burrow, a Heisman winner, the historic season. We know all about what he did at LSU. And now here he is back in his home state of Ohio, taking Cincinnati to their first Super Bowl since God knows when. Joe Burrow outperformed Mahomes on a serious level. And I say that, well, actually, technically, it was more so that defense towards the end and for Cincinnati. I mean, on paper, you look at it here, folks. Joe Burrow, 23 of 38, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Not bad. But then you compare it to what Mahomes had. 26 of 39, a little bit better there. 275 yards. 25 more yards than Burrow. 3 touchdowns. But he had 2 picks, which, I think kind of made a little bit of a difference. McKinnon in rushing, 12 carries, 65 yards. Joe Mixon ran the ball a little bit better there for Cincinnati. T. Higgins had a great game, 6 receptions, 103 yards. Kelsey got a touchdown, 95 yards, 10 receptions. But it was a comeback. You see here, 18-point deficit. Do the math here. 7-3 KC at the end of the first. You're the Bengals. You're like, okay, we're only down 4 points. We could go down, get a touchdown. We could go up 10-7. Then it was 21-10 at the half. Then Cincinnati outscores them 11-0 in the third. Each got a field goal, tie it up, back and forth a little bit there on offense. Great defense for both teams at the end of the game. But, of course, Cincinnati being able to hit that field goal. I mean, it was not a Joe Burrow won you this game. Evan McPherson came through much like he did a week ago against – who did they play? I think the Titans with the game winner. But anyways, much like a week ago, the Bengals got the win off a field goal. Now, that's not saying that Joe Burrow, still didn't try to win. I mean, 250 yards for a second-year quarterback in an AFC title over a guy that's been there, done that, that's the best up-and-coming in the league, and Pat Mahomes. Joe Burrow, we see you, brother. I see you out there. But overall, 27-24, the Cincinnati Bengals going to their first Super Bowl in decades, and the Chiefs denied a third straight Super Bowl trip. And for the first time in a while, we'll see a team that's from the AFC that's not the Bengals or the Patriots. I mean, the Patriots made like 3 in a row. KC almost made 3 in a row here. When's the last time we had? I guess the last time it wasn't a Mahomes or a Brady or a team that's been there, done that, I guess would have been Super Bowl 50 with the Broncos. Because after that, it was all, what was it, Falcons and Patriots, Eagles, Patriots, Rams, Patriots, Chiefs, Niners, and Chiefs, Bucks. So it's been a little while since we saw a different team. And not only that, there are 2 completely different teams that, again, I say both have their own drought. But again, getting back to this AFC title game, the Bengals having one of the longest Super Bowl droughts of even just making it are on their way back to potentially putting themselves back on top of the NFL. And they got a second-year rookie quarterback and Heisman winner in Joey Burrow. They get it done. They go to LA and they play the Rams in 2 weeks. All right. I gave my thoughts. Want to hear from y'all. I see 2 people watching. I saw James Lill in here. I did drop the link. Anyone's welcome to join in if y'all want to. I understand that it's late. I probably won't be on here too long anyway. Let's see. I mean, I just kind of thought about something too. This is crazy. So, Joe Burrow. Hold on 1 second. This deserves a banner. Think about this. Think about this for a second. Is it not funny? And again, I dropped the link. Anybody's welcome to join in at any time if y'all want. I understand it's late, but it's up to y'all. Isn't it funny? Joe Burrow. If you give him 2 years, can he get you the dream season and championship potentially that you've always wanted? Now, this is something maybe we want to wait till after the Super Bowl and we'll see. Because, I mean, he still has to go and win that. But let's say if he does. He's in year 2 with the Bengals. Now, he was back at LSU in 2019 with that historic team with Jamar Chase, who is his teammate now, with who they have? Edwards-Helaire. They had all of these guys. They had a team built, right? He was practically a second-year starting quarterback. Well, here he is. He's a second-year starting quarterback again. And what's so funny is he's been doubted his whole life. I've heard about it. I know it. I mean, I didn't know who this guy was. I mean, I knew Alabama had played him in 2018 and they shut LSU out in a 1-on-3 matchup that people thought would be close. They go to Death Valley and Tua ran all over that defense, and the defense shut down Joe Burrow, put him on the ground. He couldn't do anything. He was terrible. You give him 2 years at LSU, though, and in his second year starting, he goes out, goes 15-0, wins a Heisman. LSU has the coach of the year in Coach Ogeron. I mean, now he's in his second year with the Bengals, and he could potentially win as a second-year rookie, which hasn't been done in quite some time. I mean, Mahomes was in like year 3 or whatever. But if you give Burrow 2 years, does it give you a dream season? It's just kind of funny. I mean, Joe Burrow is incredible. He really is. And I mean, this is wow. I don't know what to say. I mean, this is incredible. I love Joe Burrow. I really do. And I know that it is crazy coming from an Alabama fan, but I really can't find any hatred for Burrow. He's a class act. He has just overall, he's just overall good character. I like him. I think I think he's got a bright future. I think his character and everything's great. He's all about team. He's all about, he's not about the fame and the fortune. He's really not. It's never really been about that for him. He's just always kind of, been humble, a team player, He doesn't quit. And he said it in his Heisman speech, that he grew up in Ohio. He's been doubted. He's been overlooked. Nobody wanted him. I mean, he went from being the third or fourth string on Ohio's depth chart. He was buried. He was bottomed out. He goes to LSU. It takes him a little while, but he gets a starting job in 2018, and he's doing okay. Like what you're seeing here, this was not him in 2018. Not even close. All of a sudden, and we said, oh no, hold on, because they brought in Joe Brady or whatever. We got to see. This is it. Was that LSU offense all about those players, or was it Joe Brady? Was it Burrow or Brady? Was it the quarterback or the coordinator? Dude, I think after what I've seen this year, there's no doubt in my mind. Joe Burrow is that quarterback. He has, look at this, great arm strength, great leadership, team player. He doesn't quit. He doesn't waste time. I mean, it was all him. Now, again, time will tell. Let's say even if he wins the Super Bowl this year, he could fall off and still kind of find just that. I mean, could be a bust. I don't know. I'm not saying he will. I hope not, because I'm going to be honest. I don't hate Joe Burrow. I like his attitude. He's calm. He's a team player. Great leadership. I love Joe Burrow. I love what I'm seeing from him this year. I wish him nothing but the best. He did beat Alabama. He did play for LSU. LSU's not Auburn. I mean, I kind of hate LSU, but I mean, come on. But Joe Burrow, man, second year rookie quarterback in a Super Bowl. His second year starting. Give him 2 years wherever he goes, and it seems like, man, you could get that dream season. I mean, you obviously got to start him, Ohio State, but you give him 2 years or so, man. It seems like it's just give him a year, give him time. He could lead you somewhere, right? And I say all this, we're still only a week and a half out, or 2 weeks really, out from Super Bowl 56. But even if they lose that game, let's say the Rams win it, are we really going to sit there and criticize Joe Burrow, even if he's to blame, if he's at fault for the loss because he couldn't get it done or whatever? So the fact that he's in a Super Bowl, the Bengals have sucked. The Bengals have sucked. They could not find their quarterback. They tried Josh McCown, which I don't know where the hell he is. They tried A.J. McCarron, that at least did great at Alabama. Passing touchdown record, whatever. I mean, they went quarterback, guy after guy after guy. One of the worst defenses, one of the worst. And this year, it brought it all together. And Joe Burrow is their leader, the quarterback. You got to give him props, man. I mean, I'll tell you what. I would not be surprised if Joe Burrow is holding up Lombardi within a week and a half. Zach Taylor, the head coach, right, has put together a hell of a team this year. You got Joe Mixon running like crazy. Jamar Chase is incredible too. They got that kicker that hit the game winner. Tyler Boyd's out there. T. Higgins. I mean, this offense, it's not the 2019 LSU offense, but I'll tell you what, they got some good pieces in there, but they also got a really good leader in Joey Burrow. And I'll tell you this, you better believe that if he's holding up the Lombardi Trophy coming up in a week or so on February 13th, because again, next week on the 6th is the Pro Bowl. February 13th if Joe Burrow's up on that stage holding Lombardi in his hands, you better believe, well, forget believing for a second, but you better know that he darn sure would deserve his name in an NFL rookie book or something, whatever the hell it is. Now, it's too early for Hall of Fame, but you better believe the hype train for that is about to take off. I promise you. Joe Burrow with the Bengals in the Super Bowl in year 2, and I think he's just getting started for a hell of a career in the National Football League. Promise you that. Anyway, I dropped the StreamYard link. Anyone's welcome on, but again, it's up to y'all. Want to hear y'all's thoughts. I mean, am I going overboard with Burrow? I really do think he's in a good position. I really think that he is. He's not the best thing since sliced bread, but the criticism and everything, he's a great quarterback. And, you know, I understand if maybe it's systematic. Maybe it's the coaching in Cincinnati, just like it was maybe LSU. Oh, he's just getting lucky because he's got the coordinator. Maybe, but man, I don't know. I just feel like there's something. I don't know what it is. Here's a quick video too. I'll show the Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, Joe Mixon on the Bengals upsetting the Chiefs. Kind of hear a little bit of what they had to say, I guess.
Describe the calm and the poise that he has shown in the pocket when he matters the most.
Yeah, man. This is grit, man. His hard work, dedication, you can see it. The way he plays, you know what I'm saying? You can't ask for a better quarterback than that, man. I'm just glad I'm playing with him. Just glad he's on my team. Love that guy to death, man. He's out there and make plays.
For you guys to win another game on the road.
I can't believe it, man. We're going to the Super Bowl, man.
Shift in this game, and what was your mindset?
We knew going into halftime that we were going to have a chance. We were down 11, 1 point, 21 to whatever it was, 3. We had been in worse situations all year. So there was no panic from us. You know, we scored right before half, and then our defense came over with a big stop. And then a 2 minutes early, drove it right down the field. Ended up going for it on 4th down. Our defense made a play. Those 2 series.
By the way, these white Bengal uniforms with black stripes on them, dope as hell. Love them.
Really defined the game for us, and our defense came out and played great.
You've consistently showed calm and poise and adversity throughout this postseason, especially the last couple of weeks. Now that you know that you're going to the Super Bowl, how is that resonating with you in this moment, the emotion?
You know, it's exciting. We worked really hard for this. I mean, from last year, we're going 4-12. I only won 2 games as a starter. Having my knee injury to bring in these free agents, drafting Jamar. I mean, do him every time. He's going to make a play for me.
Congratulations, Joe. So, last week
All right, that's all I got. I mean, it was incredible to hear what he had to say this afternoon after winning the game, but that's all I got. I mean, but it is set. Rams and Bengals, Super Bowl 56. I hope the Bengals win, man. I'd like to see Stafford. Honestly, I really don't have a preference, but I was talking with my grandmother earlier today, and she's like, "How can you hate on Joe Burrow?" Right? And I'm like, I really don't know. I mean, his story is so incredible. A couple other guys. I mean, even Jamar Chase. I mean, there's not. Patrick Mahomes' story is great too. Matthew Stafford. How many injuries did he have? And how many chances did he have? The Lions are just cursed. I mean, I feel bad that he wasted his time. Just call it what it is. He wasted his time over in Detroit. But they make the trade with Jared Goff, and he goes to LA, and you're like, okay, this might be it. This could be it for Stafford right here. And now he's in a Super Bowl. Now, who needs it more, though? And I'm going to talk so much about this, but who needs a Super Bowl more? Does Burrow need it? Because maybe the Bengals won't have another season like this, which I doubt. I think they're going to be good for quite some time if they could keep the coaching staff and keep the players. I mean, they could keep winning. They could actually win the North on a more consistent basis. And not only that, think about Big Ben out of the picture, sadly, as an NFL fan. But I think about the Steelers falling off a bit. The only team really you got to worry about is what's happening with the Browns and then what's up with Lamar Jackson and Baltimore. I mean, that's a heck of a division right there. But, man, I think Stafford might need it. Stafford's waited a long time. Was he drafted in 08, 09 from Georgia? He's been in the league a decade plus, and I think I really think Stafford got screwed by being in a place like Detroit, a down, dirty, no good franchise like the Lions. I feel sorry for Matthew Stafford, but now he's with the Rams and Sean McVay. Man, I think he needs it a little bit more. I think the Rams need it a bit more because of what happened a few years ago with the Patriots. But also at the same time, man, that's a tough one. I really don't see a reason why Burrow needs it this year other than he's come so far with this team in Cincinnati. Outside of that, he just wants to finish the historic season that he's having. But when you look at Stafford, everything he's been through, a great leader that he is, great quarterback. Would I say systematic? Maybe, but that's not a bad thing. And I might be wrong. I don't know. I just think that Detroit was never going to do anything with Stafford. That's not on him. But the Lions are, well, the Lions is with the Rams now. And that's literally, I think, the one thing that was kind of missing from LA and Sean McVay was the leadership at quarterback. And I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it. I'm not saying he's bad, but I don't know if Jared Goff is necessarily a franchise quarterback that can win the biggest of football games. I just don't. So you got to go find someone else. So they go find Matthew Stafford and bring him in. And look where they are. They're in the Super Bowl. Two quarterbacks that kind of need this win coming up in 2 weeks. Who needs it more? We'll find out. But that's a tough one to call. Uh, 25 degrees here in Coleman. 25. Long day here in Alabama. Great games. Got the Pro Bowl next week. Do they have the rosters out for the Pro Bowl yet? Hold on. Pro Bowl roster. Oh, they announced he's back in December? How did the hell did I miss this? Okay, hold on. This is on NFL.com. I got 2 tabs for you. Then I'm gonna get out of here. So 2022 Pro Bowl NFC roster reveal. This is on NFL.com. Let's see. 8 NFL teams sending at least 5 players to Las Vegas, where the game will be played February 6th at Allegiant Stadium. Led by... Now, this is reading off the NFC roster. But anyway, hold on. Okay, the NFC team on offense. Aaron Rodgers, the star denotes starter. So starting quarterback will be Ron, Mr. Aaron Rodgers. Kyler Murray's on the roster, third string. Tom Brady's in. Is he going to play though? Or was that game his last? I don't. Does he retire after the Pro Bowl? And why the hell is he not starting? Anyway, Dalvin Cook, James Conner, Alvin Kamara, Cooper Kupp, Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, Deebo Samuel, Mike Evans, tight ends, Kyle Pitts, Kyle Pitts, George Kittle, Trent Williams, Tristan Wirfs. Hell yeah, let's go. Tyron Smith, Brian O'Neill, Zach Martin on offensive guard from the Cowboys, Brandon Scherf from Washington, Ali Marpet is in there. Good luck.
The same thing he does to move people with his eyes.
Jason Kelsey,
actually make someone miss.
Ryan Jensen, one fullback, Kyle Juszczyk, which is frankly the only good fullback in the league at fullback. Defensively, Nick Bosa, Brian Burns, Cameron Jordan, interior lineman, Aaron Donald, Jonathan Allen, Kenny Clark, Javon Hargrave. Let's see.
Fifth reception.
They got Chan Jones from Arizona, Robert Quinn, Shaq Barrett, Michael Parsons. How about that? Bobby Wagner, Devin White, cornerback Trayvon Diggs, Jalen Ramsey, Darius Slay, Marshawn Lattimore, free safety, Quandre Diggs, Antoine Winfield, strong safety is Buda Baker and Harrison Smith. The long snapper, the Falcons, Josh Harris, Brian Anger from the Cowboys at punter, Matt Gay from LA, Jakeem Grant from the Bears will be returning. Special teamer JT Gray for the Saints. Okay. Oh.
2-2. Here is Godwin. Because Green Bay has the head-to-head over.
Favorite NFL team. Hold on. I have to get up. Get a ball.
Brady has to launch it. And Evans catches it.
Anyway. Wait for that to load, but that's the NFC roster there. And then we'll look at the AFC and then we'll get out of here. All right. So the AFC roster as well, along with the NFC, you got denote starter Justin Herbert. Oh, over Mahomes and Jackson. Okay. Jonathan Taylor, Nick Chubb, Joe Mixon, Najee Harris replacing Mixon. Okay. Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, Deontay Johnson at wide receiver. Tight ends, Mark Andrews from the Ravens, Travis Kelce from the Chiefs. Why the hell would Kelce not start? Rashawn Slater, Orlando Brown, Deion Dawkins at OT. At OG, the offensive guard, Quentin Nelson, Joel Bitonio, Wyatt Teller, both of those two guys there from the Browns. The center, Corey Lindsey from the Chargers, and Ryan Kelly, who also played at Alabama for the Colts. Fullback, Patrick Rickard from the Ravens. On defense, Myles Garrett, Max Crosby, Trey Hendrickson from the Bengals. Interior lineman, DeForest Buckner, Chris Jones, Cameron Hayward. That's a heck of a setup right there. Outside linebacker, TJ Watt, Joey Bosa, Matt Judon, Harold Landry. Inside/middle linebackers, Darius Leonard and Denzel Perryman. Oh, my God, Denzel Perryman. That's a name right there I keep an eye on. J.C. Jackson, Xavier Howard, Denzel Ward, and Kenny Moore at corner. Free safety, Kevin Byard from the Titans. Strong safety, Derwin James and Tyrann Mathieu. Oh, yeah, that's secondary of the AFC right there. Luke Rhodes will be the long snapper. He's from the Colts. A.J. Cole will punt from the Raiders. Justin Tucker, the place kicker. That's a good one right there. Devin Duvernay return specialist for the Ravens, will be the return specialist in this game. Special teamer Matthew Slater, the New England Patriots. So who would y'all say right there between these rosters? And again, I can only share one at a time, but we went through the NFC roster and with Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, Dalvin Cook, Cooper Kupp, and guys like that, Devontae Adams out there. And then, of course, I mean, you look at the offenses here, Justin Herbert, Jonathan Taylor, Jamar Chase, and Tyreek Hill, Kelsey, Andrews, whatever, on offense. Be interesting to see these teams play out in the Pro Bowl the next upcoming week. And we'll just have to wait and see what happens then. And then we're off to the Super Bowl again with the Rams and the Bengals. I'll get an official preview video and everything out for you guys very, very soon for the Super Bowl. A lot of great NFL stuff with that coming your way. But I'm going to get out of here. It's almost midnight here. It's late. It's been a long day. But I love you guys. Keep your head up. Jesus loves you. Please like, comment, and subscribe right here to Ballard Sports Media for more sports content. And until next time, folks, Ballard Sports Media checking out. Love y'all. Peace out. And Roll Tide.
Okay.
Roll down Tide.
Does this